Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Cannot believe this year is officially over and now we are entering into 2022. I feel like with each passing year, it just seems to go by in a blink of an eye. This year was an interesting one for sure, but I feel like this year I did so much self-reflecting and looking inside. There was so much personal growth and development. So this video is gonna talk about my new habits that I'm taking into the new year. I feel like I've been wearing this sweater in so many videos, and this skim sweater, it's just, she lives in it. But you know what? I did bring a fun makeup look for you guys. Look at this glitter eyes. Very new year. So habit number one is one that I started a couple months ago and I've mentioned it in a previous video, but it is to be early, on time, but don't be late. Comma, comma, comma. Because I, in the past, have been notoriously late. I'm just always late, whatever it is. Meeting someone for dinner, for coffee, going even late to my workout classes. So anyways, I just got so used to running late that I actually didn't even know the toll it was having on me. I feel like I was in a perpetual state of anxiety, just in a rush. When you're sitting in traffic, you can't look for parking, and I feel like that just adds unnecessary stressors. So I just flipped a switch one day and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop running late. So Cal and I just made a pact, and this has been so incredible. I feel like just for me mentally and just overall wellness. So now I'm either early or on time, and I just move with urgency. I think that was the thing before that I lacked. What I do is basically I use Waze, which I found is more effective than Google, because let's say you have to get to a dinner by 5 p.m. You can put that time in and it'll calculate traffic and everything for you, and it'll tell you when you need to leave. So now I make sure to leave on that time, or actually even just a little bit before. So I know how much time I have to get ready, and I'll carve out enough time. Just planning in advance. But one of my new favorite habits is literally just being early. And my second habit is prioritizing exercise and movement. I feel like come the new year, everyone has all their fitness goals in check. And with that in mind, I do feel like it is a good time to just reset everything. So whether we want to start a new program or start a new workout or build out new exercise habits, I feel like this is the perfect time. And with that said, I like to thank Copilot for sponsoring this video. So what Copilot is a virtual one-on-one virtual training program. And this is so interesting. I feel like it's quite future forward, because basically you can work out from the comfort of your own home, and you're matched with a trainer, which is a real life trainer. Mine's Lindsay. She's been so great to work with. So we basically had an initial setup call. I think it was like 45 minutes long, where we went over our goals, what I wanted to achieve from this program, and she set up a schedule for me. And it's via the app, and then also an Apple Watch as well. So basically those two are linked.
You can do your program with both your watch and phone, or just your phone.
I do keep my Apple Watch on because it tracks your form, your heart rate, and they send all that data back to your trainer. So, you know, they can make tweaks and changes to your next workout. But I really love this, and you can set the cadence of your workout. So you can do it once a week, twice a week, maybe back-to-back consecutive days. And this has just been so cool, because basically I've just been exercising at home. And I think it's also cool having a human trainer on the other side, because that accountability is very real. Like, you have to show up and you have to do your workouts, which I really like. And so they also do a various number of exercises. So I've done like a full body workout. I've done like a Tabata style, which is kind of like a quick circuit training. And then you can break it up by like leg day and things like that. I really do enjoy the interface of the app, which is, I think, really important. It just has to be user friendly. And I've actually really been liking using the Apple Watch, because I get to see my stats too. I'm a big numbers and stats person, so it's been great to check in on that as well. Got done with my workout, and that was my favorite one thus far. It was the longest one we did, and it was Tabata, which is like what I'm used to, where it's just like really, I guess it's kind of like circuit training, but there's also like cardio in there, so it really gets your heart rate up and just go, go, go.
Click my link for your own Copilot and for 20% off and a 14-day free trial.
And moving on to habit number 3 is just cooking more wholesome, mindful meals at home. So recently We deleted Postmates and all the food delivery apps. And I really think that was just like the best decision ever, because we were getting, first of all, so reliant on it, mindlessly ordering all the time. And that really tallies up. It gets really expensive. And also I feel you order what is convenient. So you're not really eating that healthy. You don't know exactly what's going in your food. So there's a lot of elements involved. So we actually started cooking at home, and it is a fraction of the price. Pleasantly, kind of wildly surprised. One meal, that was the price of our entire grocery shopping list for the entire week. So I feel like that kind of set things into perspective, and we're like, okay, let's stop. Obviously the first week was hard. Like we really, the first thing I was eating a lot of toast. Honestly, I was like toast, cereal, whatever is convenient. But I feel like now that we're in the flow of things, it's been much easier. So how I've been doing this is prepping like my shopping list in advance, knowing what I'm gonna make. Also, that helps you buy the right things, the right ratios, so food doesn't go bad. And also like kind of thinking like what can be frozen, etc. So to kind of, you know, extend the lifespan of things. Not only has it been just healthier, more wallet friendly, and a good challenge for us, but I actually enjoy cooking with Kellen because we spend the entire day, granted both of us work from home, but we kind of like don't see each other for the entire day because both of us are in our own respective offices and we're just head down working all day. So it's good to just come together at the end of the night and just cook together and spend like quality time together, which I was like, oh wow, this is really cute. This is like, I enjoy that much more than me cooking alone, spending time together. The only thing is kind of like there's a lot of stuff to clean up, but my next habit, which I've mentioned a lot, is meditating, because it's just that amazing. And if you are a meditator, like you understand exactly what I mean. If not, and you're curious, I really think you guys should try it out. So I use a Calm app, so it's guided meditation, so it's much easier than just sitting by yourself and just trying to meditate for 10 minutes in silence. I like the guided meditation ones because it will kind of lead you, it'll tell you about some breath work, it has a nice little lesson at the end. Meditating has been such a game changer, and I really think it elevates your present day or your present state. But don't get me wrong, the first time I tried it was probably like a year and a half ago, and like the amount of resistance I had to it was insane. Like I could not sit there. I was so fidgety. Every single thought was running through my head. I was just like, I don't understand. Is this even worth it? But I was just like, you know what? Every single day I just sat down, I tried, and then there just comes a point where those 10 minutes just go by and you're just like in a great mental flow state. Obviously, once in a while, like I will have thoughts and I have to get myself back on track, which is totally fine. I did pretty much after my skincare every single day, so before I start my day, and I feel like it really helps me to like get really present and like silent, because I'm the kind of person that'll wake up and have like things going through my head of like, okay, what's due today, what I have to do, what emails do I have to get to. But I feel like meditating just helps me to calm all that down and then enter my day with like a sense of ease. Yeah. So now I actually really look forward to it, and I can't imagine my life without it. It's just that amazing. So you guys definitely give meditating a shot this year. And another habit, it's more like a trait, is to be curious and just continuing to learn. I consider myself to be a lifelong learner, and I hope I always will be like that. I think that whether it's reading, learning from podcasts, or whether I get introduced like a new topic, like, how do I whisper that? But I think just having a natural curiosity and just like asking why, even when it comes to people, different occupations, different views, I think it's just a really important element to have, because I think it lets you keep an open mind and an open heart to a lot of things. And in that same vein, just continuing to learn, whether it's learning like new morning habits, learning how to prioritize your schedule, how to build a business, manage a business. Like, I think there's so many things that we can constantly be learning, and whatever your interests are. I think like now we have so many resources online and digitally too. So I think it is so good. Like, I feel like I've seen so much growth and personal change from the past year just because I've seeked out those resources, whether it's like masterclass or finding, like I said, a ghost mentor online that I really admire, just seeing how do they spend their day, how do they manage their time, or reading books, listening to the right podcasts. I really feel like my mind has expanded to a different dimension. And like they say, once your mind expands to new dimensions, it can't go back to its old ways, which I think is wonderful. Next, this is a habit that I'm working on forever that I'm going to carry into the new year, is progress over perfection. I used to be such a perfectionist. I actually really don't love that word, and I don't really identify with it anymore, but there was a point where I feel like everything just had to be so perfect in a certain way. And I feel like to some degree, sometimes that cripples you, because I think instead of moving forward, you're so stuck on making something so perfect. But now I just strive more for progress. And I think with that, it's having to relinquish some sort of like control and a grip that you want over everything, which is with my line of work, my business. Like, I feel like I am my business. So of course, everything is more delicate, and of course I want to be like controlling with a lot more things. But at the same time, I feel like this new mindset has been very freeing, because I want to move forward, I want to progress, as opposed to holding on to this false idea that something has to be perfected. Being able to delegate, which is a big thing that I've been learning this year, has been so amazing. Just hiring like my video editors and bringing on an assistant and having that relationship and having that trust, and also being able to have other people that can help you in areas where you do need help and they can do a better job than you. Delegating and having a team has been wonderful, and it's helped so much, because now I'm able to focus on creating more things that are more bigger picture, or things that I personally need to be doing, and then everything else, or most things, delegate. And this is still something I'm continuing to learning slowly to delegate more. And I think it's really been such one of the big elements in my growth and career growth this year. And this next one is a really good one, is scheduling your priorities as opposed to prioritizing your schedule. Because I think that as humans, I think we have a tendency to check easy things off the list to make us feel like, oh great, I got things done. Like, I'm so that person where I'll make a list of things to do, and I love checking things off as I go. I constantly have a list or an agenda for the day, so I know exactly what I'm doing. The night before, I'll plan like what are my top 3 things I need to get done. They're like big priorities, and I'll try to do that first, but sometimes I'll be doing the low priority stuff just so I feel like I'm making progress throughout the day. But what I've been working on now is just, you know, scheduling my priorities first in the day, because my mind is clear, the most active, and I just feel like more fine-tuned in the morning. So that's when I get a good chunk of my important work done, and then throughout the day I'm like, okay, just like more menial tasks I'll do. So I feel like that's like how I've been breaking down my schedule, and it's really helped me to stay on track and plan out my days.
And as a final closing note, as usual, thank you so much for watching. I can't believe we're done with this year. Okay, my final thing is just to always believe in yourself and always believe something wonderful is about to happen, because you deserve it. I'm rooting for you, and cheers to the new year. I'll see you in 2022.